Alrighty, folks, the time is upon us. It is time for Pseudoregalia. This will be a 100% run co-op archipelago by Killing Pepsi and wilbun84. So, to the two of you, take it away.
Oh, it's wilbun84. I'm here with my buddy Killing Pepsi. Like Curry said, we're going to be doing a 100% run of Pseudoregalia. This is going to be on the map patch and a co-op archipelago run. I'm going to go ahead and do a countdown, get us started here, and then Killing Pepsi is going to take it away and kind of explain what co-op archipelago even means. So here we go. Time will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
And we connected. First try.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so Archipelago, a lot of you are probably familiar with it, lets you randomize multiple games across various genres, everything like that. But for us, we're doing it in a slightly different way than you might expect. So we're using a instance of Archipelago, just a normal vanilla seed for Pseudoregalia. And we're basically playing it as if we were in like local co-op. It is not a randomizer pretty much at all, but it allows us to use a randomizer to do something that we otherwise would not be able to do in the base game, which allows for some really exciting routing, really cool stuff.
Yeah, so basically what's going to happen is every item that we pick up is going to be shared between both of us. So you saw right at the beginning there, Killing Pepsi picked up our main weapon, the Dream Breaker, and I instantly got it. So instead of having to actually go for the Dream Breaker myself, I was able to just kind of wait at that wall and wait for Killing Pepsi to grab it. It was shared with me and I was able to just go through that wall. And that's going to be true for every item in the game. So I just grabbed Slide, and now both Killing Pepsi and I can use Slide. So in a Metroidvania game where usually you would, in a solo play, have to do a lot of backtracking, you know, go get an upgrade and then come back to an area later to continue to progress, we don't really have to do that. And in fact, we're going to be running essentially two different routes to go for upgrades that the other person is going to need. So a very unique run, kind of weird, but you can already see that our routes are differing. I'm going for kind of the older route through Underbelly, making my way towards Cling, which is going to be one of the best movement upgrades we can get. And Killing Pepsi is rushing the other really good movement ability, which is called Sun Greaves. It's going to be some wall kicks.
Yes, and I hit a save earlier. We'll explain more about what saves do. It'll become very important, but keep that in the back of your mind. But I did hit a save there.
And I also just hit my save. And yeah, we'll talk about that a bit more later. But some things just for the 100% that we're looking for. We're looking for about 16 health pieces, a bunch of ability. I think there's maybe 10 or so ability upgrades.
Yeah.
And 5 major keys is the biggest thing we're looking for. That's going to get us into the final boss fight.
Yes, silver keys, I'll just hit on it real quick. They don't really track well, and you don't need all of them to beat the game. Not that like should be a qualifier, you know, but it's one of the only things that we do that is not part of 100%. So we just get what we need for silver keys, but everything else we are getting. Everything is required.
Which I just grabbed. Yeah, I just grabbed 1 silver key there for you. The cool thing about silver keys, because of the way the archipelago works, is we essentially both only need to grab 1. It'll count as 2 in each of our own little saves here, and but when we use a silver key, that isn't shared. So I will always have 2 keys now that we've grabbed it, and so will Killing Pepsi. I am heading to a tower, which is going to take some time, but definitely look over at Killing Pepsi, who's doing our first time trial.
Yeah, this will unlock an outfit. There's 7 time trials, each with a new amazing outfit. And I'm also going to get the next ability real quick here. Hopefully not too late for you. I made a few mistakes, but decent pace still.
Yeah, we're waiting to grab that. This is kind of the timing I was talking about.
There we go.
Grabbing that kick that's going to allow me to get up into the tower. This is something that you would not be able to do usually, but we can do it because my friend here grabbed it for me, which is really nice. Also makes just this tower climb a lot easier than normal.
I might have hit this checkpoint for the reset. I didn't. We're good.
Hey,
Okay.
nice.
That was really close.
And I'm about to grab Cling. So pretty much after this, having Cling, which is our wall run mechanic, and Sungreaves, which is our kick mechanic, is pretty much everything we need. There is a lot of movement tech in the game that is somewhat unintentional. Right before we get the next one, I'll just kind of explain the two main moves we're using. One is this kind of slide launch thing where we're getting a lot of bunny hop speed. It's called a glide hop. And the other one is a super high backflip you'll see us doing a lot, which lets us get a bunch of height. That's called an ultra hop. They're both based off of the same mechanic, which is doing a slide cancel, where we're pressing jump and slide at the same time. But both of those are going to be replaced in a second by Solar Wind, which I'm about to grab here. I'm also going to be doing a Death Warp, which is kind of unique to this game. This game doesn't really check where you are all the time. It just has little boxes around the map that mark your respawn checkpoint there. So you can see I just respawned all the way back at the beginning because there's only one little checkpoint at the beginning of this area, Empty Bailey. Doing a really hard jump here. Going to be using some Cling reclings just to barely get up to this area in the map. Hitting that switch, grabbing one health piece, and jumping down to my time trial, where we are both doing time trials currently.
Ooh. Yep. Pretty good time for me. Cannot complain.
Yes.
Although I just fell off.
Killing Pepsi's time trials are much harder than mine. I don't play map patch that often, so we gave me the easier ones.
They're still pretty hard. They're all minus 2 of them. They're all pretty tough.
Yeah. And it should be noted we've
got time for
go
a
for
quick
it.
message. Oh,
No,
sorry.
go for it.
Yeah, sorry. I just got $50 from Sean A, who just says "goat." So thank you so much for that $50. That goes towards the no pants option in our bid war that says pants or no pants. Mind talking about that?
Oh, the debate is always
What is there to say about pants or no pants?
I mean, it seems explanatory to me, but when will you or not will be wearing pants? That was phrased
When will
awkwardly,
pants or when will not pants? When will not pants right now,
Yeah.
because we are still collecting those costumes. As we've said, the time trials give us access to those costumes. So right before the final boss, we'll see which incentive has the most pants or no pants, and we will put on the appropriate costume or no costume for no pants. And that was $50 for no pants? Is that what? $50? Oh my god.
That's correct. Yeah, $50 for no
Okay,
pants.
that's a big lead. So if you want to see pants, then you better come through quick.
Thanks, Sean. Love you.
Yeah. This is a very short run, so we have like 13 minutes until we need to decide or something like that.
Yeah, not much time left.
Yeah, final boss pretty much.
Got it. Folks, exclamation point donate in chat. If you want to see pants for the final boss, now is the time to donate. Don't hesitate, because that'll come up real shortly here.
I will say the costumes are all really good. We have our 2 favorites of the 7 that we would use, but rest assured they are all valid and all amazing.
Yeah, so as Killing Pepsi does another time trial, I am heading into the Sansa Keep. I am kind of rushing my next ability that Killing Pepsi will need, which is going to be Strike Break. That's going to allow us to get into green rooms, or I guess rooms that are blocked by green walls. You're going to see there. I'm going to have to defeat a little boss here. And I don't have much health or power, so it's going to take a second. This enemy is actually annoying. Probably worse than the final boss sometimes. But we've dealt with her quickly. And now we have the ability to charge up an attack and get through those green walls, which is perfect because Killing Pepsi now does not have to leave to get that item. He can just go straight back into the portion of theater that requires you to have Strike Break.
Yeah, and we did mention a bit. This game already doesn't have like the most amount of backtracking. It's very well designed in terms of you can kind of do whatever you want with like 1 or 2 abilities, very few restrictions. But we use that fact, plus the fact that we can save quit, not have to backtrack because we have someone else do it, to save just even more time on an already short 100% speedrun.
And we just grabbed Sunsetter there. That is a plunging attack you saw me do. It's also going to allow us to get a kind of sneaky backflip. I talked about reclings. I didn't really explain what that is, but essentially you can cling into a corner multiple times, and having Sunsetter allows us to do that at least once on a flat surface. You're going to see me do it here to get to a really hard area. Little backflip off the wall to recling there. Some scary kicks here, and I just barely make that into this room. Right now I'm doing some really kind of roundabout way to get the switches for the next major key open. And I don't know if I mentioned that already, but major keys are the way that we get to the final boss room. We need 5 of those in total. There is a really cool strat there that uses the kick ability in conjunction with throwing the Dreambreaker. I don't do it because I am a fraud. So shout out to all the people that run Map Patch. I'm sorry I'm not as cool as you. I'm doing my best.
Yeah, there's a surprising amount of difference between both the original version of the game and the map patch. We're not really going to get into it, besides the fact that it just adds more stuff for Hundo. There's some small changes, collision mechanics.
Yeah.
Nothing that is like worth explaining.
And mostly just the time trials is the big thing that's added in the update here. So there is one major key. I'm going to be doing another time trial here.
Very good. Theater's going pretty good so far, so it's a good omen.
That is a good omen. Theater is definitely the hardest area in the game, regardless of whatever speedrun you are doing, whether it's 100%, any percent. It is a nightmare percent.
Yeah, cool strat here that I'm gonna nail first try. I actually did.
Nice. That is a insanely difficult room with all those enemies in it. Some more tech you're seeing with the kicks there too. Some reverse wall kicks. Pretty hard tech to do, but pulling them off can get you to higher places really quickly. And essentially what we're doing is just aiming our kicks away from a wall, and instead of kicking the wall and bouncing off, you actually just stay next to the wall. So you can do a bunch of those in quick succession to get to some higher places.
Yeah, I used keyboard and mouse, and it's a lot easier on keyboard and mouse than controller, like by a lot.
Yeah, so you won't see me doing many of those. So yeah, one keyboard and mouse player, one controller player, 2 different routes, but same brain, I guess, working together, working in harmony.
I was gonna say, beautiful harmony.
And we didn't talk about save resets because this game goes by so fast, but I'm about to use my first save reset. The reason why this works is because we are sharing the upgrades via the archipelago. Save resetting actually doesn't completely reset our progress, so we can use these save crystals to, like you saw right there, just reset to another point in the game. So I hit this crystal super early in the game so that I could return to this area, get some more upgrades that I couldn't get when I was there at the very beginning. And we're going to kind of exploit that a little bit more in a second. The reason why I had to save reset so early is because there is one little stinky switch that is in this really high portion of Underbelly that you just can't get to unless you are coming from the beginning of the game. It's right here. It's a lot easier to do now that I have Cling. Gonna do a little death warp in the goo here to send me back to a previous part in the room. And the reason why we need that switch is because it's gonna open the next time trial for me here.
Yeah, you have a pretty difficult. I would shift focus to Wilbun screen. I'm just failing to collect something, but that time trial and Underbelly, I'd say, is one of the most difficult ones, like consistency-wise and strat-wise.
While I focus here, if the host has anything for us, let us know.
You bet I do. I always do. I'm happy to announce that with that latest donation that we have successfully gotten the Goo target incentive. That's for the World of Goo run. That's coming up right after this. So thank you everyone for your generosity. We'll be seeing some of those bonus levels at the end of the game. So right now, you can also put in your donations, !donate, for the World of Goo again, but this time it's for the file name. I believe we have pork buns in the lead at $100 and baklava at $89.51. So it's pretty close. If you're feeling a craving for some baklava, now's your time to get into those donations because it's not too far behind.
That sounds so nice.
I am always hungry.
I love baklava.
Yeah.
It's gonna make me hungry thinking about this right now. But yeah, that bid war is open. We've also got the bid war open for this run right now. If you like to see pants or no pants going on for our final boss fight here in Pseudoregalia, so you've got a couple options if you want to donate towards either of them. The choice is yours, chats! !donate.
I love how vague that is too. Just pants or no pants. We're talking about in the game. It's for our character in the game.
It's true. I'm the only one with the camera right now. It's not what you think. I am approaching the end, though, myself.
Awesome.
We do wait for each other to start the final boss at the same time, just for... mostly for vibes. But also, you know, we both have to finish anyway, so it's like, what's the point of finishing fast?
Yeah, I've got one more health piece to grab and a little sneaky spot over here. House HP, if I can do the movement correctly. This one is one you'd normally get a lot earlier in the game, but it's a lot easier now with with Solar Wind and some of our other movement options.
Yeah. You might think, like, I'm already at the end. What's this routing here? It's a little lopsided, because, you know, Will's still, like, doing stuff. But I have a time trial to do now.
Yes, one of the hardest ones, so definitely watch Killing Pepsi's screen. I'm just going to be working my way back towards the tower where he's at right now.
Okay. Good start.
Also seeing some CSJs. That's a brand new tech. Came out maybe 6 months ago. It's crazy that there's still being tech found. But yeah, just another way to kind of get that glide hop speed, but without having to do those inputs. And you can do it off of a ledge, so you need less room, which is awesome.
Yeah. They've been around a while, but they weren't really applicable
Yeah.
for not Solar Wind specifically for a long time. It's 46, that's fine.
Yeah, it was one of those things that people were like, oh, I've done that before on accident. And then somebody was like, well, let's try to make it not an accident now. Like, maybe we can use this.
Will's climb the tower now. I'm making my way up. Using the time trial geometry to make up faster, which is cool. Fairly recent development. And let's do the final check-in now for the bid war. It's just
Yeah, so we have in first place No Pants at $50.
Oh yeah.
I guess we're not wearing pants for this boss
We
fight.
don't have to. Well, I guess we could go sleepy time, right? And continue to not wear pants, because that's technically no pants, right?
You can. I don't want to risk it right
Oh,
now.
did we get the last key? Oh no, we didn't get the last key. You saved it for me.
I was waiting. Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
Oops.
I'm gonna put sleepy time on because I love that one. Technically, no pants. Yeah,
I'm
cool.
ready.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go.
Let's go.
All right, final boss time. Princess is usually a total pain to deal with here, but we have a lot of health and a lot of abilities to use, so we're hopefully going to make quick work of her. She's got 2 phases. The second phase, she just does more attacks, but her general MO is to do an attack, then teleport. And we are going to try to dodge each attack, hit her a few times, and then wait for her to teleport again. Rinse and repeat.
Oh, good. Truth nuke first attack.
Oh my god. That is a
go.
really not good attack to get. Does like, what, 3 points of damage or something?
I think 2.5. Maybe it's 3. I got hit by like 20 minutes ago. I should know. She's being mean.
And the glass breaking sound is about the halfway point through the fight. So we are getting close to
Same.
time soon.
Oh god, she's being so mean.
And that's time on me, and should be time on Killing Pepsi in just a second.
Don't teleport. No, she moved.
Oh,
Okay, got the orbs. Please, please, please.
time!
that's time for me.
Nice.
I was cutting it close there.
GG.
Bad fight.
Some good RNG. Yeah, thanks for having us. That was super fun. This has been one of the cooler runs for us to do in a co-op scenario like this. So shout out to the whole Pseudoregalia community. Shout out to Mian and Hyro, who kind of forged the path on this
Yes.
co-op route, as well as getting all of the working components with Archipelago, the technical aspect of it together. So big shout out to them.
That was going to be my shout out as well. Those two in particular do a lot for the community as a whole, so it cannot be enough shout outs their way.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that's it for us. Thank you for having us again, Multithon.
Got it. Folks, get it up in chat one more time for Killing Pepsi and wilbun84. Thank you so much for that run of Pseudoregalia. Quick, efficient, and lots of fun. I love it. Thank you so much. So, folks, we're going to move to a short break right now to prepare for our last run of the night. Hang tight, everyone. We'll be back real shortly. Don't go anywhere.